episode of Triggered AF, the podcast. And we are joined today with 3 members of Fly Supply. We have Garrett Brown, Kevin KP Pamphile, and my hubby, Reggie Bordeaux. Hey, hi, guys.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Thank you for joining us. We're so excited to have you guys today. And this conversation was actually brought on because we were at an event and I was talking to you guys and we were getting into a conversation around women and relationships, and I enjoyed the conversation so much I felt it was only right to bring it to our audience.
Yes.
A beautiful black woman, mostly, who would love to just hear how men really think. So that's what this conversation is about. Yes. And we want to make sure that we initiate you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Garrett's been initiated and Reggie's been initiated, so now it's your turn to get initiated.
Your turn, Kat.
Okay. So we initiate all of our podcast guests with one question, and just whatever comes to mind, because it's 3 of y'all and we here for a good time, not a long time. That part. We're gonna have you do it in 3 words. So outside of all the titles and many accolades and successes that you all have had over the past decade plus, collectively and individually, who do you each say that you are in 3 words?
In 3 words only.
Start this way.
Just like as quick, like knock it out.
Reliable, loving, caring.
Oh, okay. All those things. You thought you'd be somebody's husband with that. Reliable, loving, and caring. Okay.
The reliable for me.
Yeah, we like that. Girls like reliable.
Dedicated, creative, peaceful.
Ooh, the girls like the peaceful too. And the dedication is the dedication. Okay. All right, Reggie.
Say simply someone that executes.
Someone
Okay.
that,
Okay, it's already hot.
Okay. That's true. That's true.
Across the board.
You can testify to that. I love it.
Testimony. Yeah.
We love a good testimony because we like receipts around these parts. So the fact that you can testify immediately without any prompting, I love that for you. So now here's the thing too, because we already the first part, we got peaceful, we got reliable, we got executing across the board. We also have, dedicated. Was that what you
Reliable,
loving, and caring.
Yeah.
Listen, so we got all the things. So one thing that all women want to know, whether you're white, black, purple, orange, blue, or yellow, is how can we gauge, because we're going to hop right on in, how can we gauge the commitment readiness based on where a man is in his life? Because the girlies be confused. Because what many of them have experienced, and I used to experience, was men would do all the things as if you're in a relationship and then be like, but I told you I wasn't ready.
And that happens like very often, where it's just like, okay, we sleeping over, we doing all the things, we're hanging out, I'm meeting your peoples, but then there's no title, there's no nothing, and then if we push and ask for one, we're doing too much.
Yeah.
So like, how can we better, like she said, gauge and approach those situations in the most like realistic way?
Yeah. Like, how do we know when y'all are ready? And don't be shy.
I mean, since you proposed the question, babe, let me spark it.
It was Alicia that proposed the question.
Yeah, but you added on to it though. You added.
It only took me back to how I could even give a real life account when Danny and I were in a dating phase. We both were very busy individuals, you know what I mean? And out the gate, I kind of already set the foundation as I'm super busy, but if a man makes time for you, then you know he's willing to make that commitment and take it to another level.
Can we ask questions or not?
Of course. Because
I hate the what are we questions. I feel like if I gotta ask, it means like you don't really want me.
You should already know based on actions. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you have to like lay it out, there's nothing wrong with actually having direct, concrete conversations about it. But actions always speak louder.
Well, we feel like that scares y'all a lot. Like when we ask men, like when women, the popular question, what are we? What is this? It tends to make you guys shut down, or you all, and then we're obviously speaking in general. There are obviously exceptions and anomalies, which I'm sure you guys are, okay? But we just want to, we know a lot of girlfriends and women that we've worked with where whenever they try to get clarity on a situation with a man, the man tends to go in the opposite direction and just make it more muddy and confusing.
I think a lot of men probably be, I know at one point I was kind of scared of that clarity and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to talk about it.
So you don't want the clarity.
Early on, I was like, I was on some stuff like, Yeah, we just here for a good time. Or we just,
Good time, not a long time. Good
not a
time.
long time, you know what I'm saying? So that clarity is like, why do we have to even put clarity or labels on anything? So it's just a matter of just like, just being in existence with each other. But
Ooh, wait a minute. The fact that you just said that, so then question for us, because listen, ladies, I want y'all to walk away from this conversation
all the things.
knowing. Okay, we
all
get
the
things for
tea.
y'all.
All the tea. We got 3 horses, y'all.
Okay.
3 horses mouth. 3 horse mouth. 3 horse mouths at once. Okay? This is the first time in history, I'm sure, that we have 3 horse mouths to hear from.
So here's my thing though. So are you saying for a woman who you're not that serious about, you usually don't want the clarity?
to continue what I was saying,
Oh,
though,
my bad.
you good. That was my younger self. That was kind of me undeveloped a little bit mentally. And, like, I matured a little bit and understand that communication and clarity is definitely important, especially if you want to take something to the next level with a woman. So now I understand clarity is definitely important, honesty and all that.
Okay.
But in general, I think as men, I don't know, me personally, sometimes I just want to like just vibe, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So vibing means having less, like once you have the clarity, do you feel like it gives you like this extra sense of responsibility you now have to that person?
Yeah, I think just to add on to what KP was saying as far as like clarity and communication, because me naturally I'm a fun person. I like to just have fun, but when that question is posed, like what are we? Now it's kind of like, all right, now I'm trying to save you. I'm sparing you a little bit.
Sparing?
Yeah, I want to spare you.
Why do we need to be spared?
Because now,
life in danger?
no, because now, if we really gonna lock in, now I'm gonna require a lot more.
Of you as a
woman. So now when you start talking what are we in this? All right, now so. Okay.
That means we gotta really be something now.
Yeah.
So then is it safe to say then that if you don't want clarity, you only want to vibe, that you see that one as something to just play with, not something you're thinking long term with?
Again, this is just me. And I'm a work in progress.
Okay.
So there's a lot of
So you finna be on some fuck shit.
I ain't gonna lie.
Right, that's translation. Translation, I'm
work in progress, I'm gonna be on some fuck shit.
Yeah, no, but we vibing.
What does that mean?
I mean, if the synergy is there between two people and y'all catching vibes, and then you hit me with that question, like
you shut off.
But isn't vibing a good thing?
Of course, but until you throw off the vibes. Because look, check this out. In my early days, I'm laying up with somebody, we having a good time or whatever, and I got hit with this question like, I prayed for this. A statement. I mean,
people pray to the devil too.
I was good.
They sure do.
Facts. And after all that, it threw me all the way off.
Because she said, I prayed for this.
Because that put a major stamp on everything. And it's like, okay, now I have to show up. And I really didn't want to show up like that. And now you already there. And now we're not even meeting each other halfway. Like, you here and I'm there. So it kind of threw the vibe off. But I think the best way of even proposing that question is just feelings. You feel it. You know when you're ready.
So then question. Would we suggest, because for ladies, I like for us to have, some practical tools. And what I found is most effective is, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or not, right? So if I know I'm really enjoying a guy and I desire more, and it don't look like or seem like he's moving in that direction, I always like to have a sobering conversation, over dinner, over drinks for him, mocktails for me, where it's, hey, so I just always want to make sure we're clear and we're on the same page. I am currently dating someone else and he's thinking about moving things forward. Before I give him an answer, I wanted to make sure that you and I were just having fun.
Hold on.
I don't,
I'm asking. I've never done it.
I thought you said you do that. I was just like, girl.
No, I'm asking because if you guys are saying it scares you, but if you're saying it scares you for us,
but okay, so.
But I want to know. No, but for real, if you said just now, it scares you to have a conversation around clarity because it means you have to come to a level of responsibility that you were not ready for, then shouldn't I as a woman say, hey, I know that I am looking for marriage or a long-term relationship. But they don't want to know
that you're dating anybody.
No, but you know what? But
why can't I? Because you don't want to give me clarity. Ego. Fuck your ego. You don't want to give me clarity. Why isn't it that I can say, hey, I love what we're doing. This is so much fun for me. I'm having a great time. And also, I know I've wanted to move forward or grow a relationship. I know that's not where you are. So I just wanted to let you know that I'm dating someone else who would like to move to that next level. Just want to make sure we're still good.
No, absolutely. I mean, what you're saying is 100% right. And it's I can understand that. But me, like I said, I'm a work in progress. If you tell
boy.
No,
I want to hear how would you respond?
No, but like everything that you're saying is right. Like if you were my sister, or
a woman you actually loved and cared about.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be like, man, that's a good. No. See, that's
not
you know
just
what?
what you vibing with.
No. What you're saying is right, 100%, and it's fair to you, right? And you also bringing it to the table. Y'all having a discussion. You know?
Yeah.
But me as the dude that you're speaking to,
your feelings hurt.
in this current state, I'm gonna say something toxic. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say something like, so you vibing with somebody else? You gonna say, yeah, all right, it's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna vibe, but you gonna be like, you gonna like that? Huh? I'm like, no, I'm vibing. Like I'm gonna keep going.
You're
with
gonna be toxic. The fact that you know that you're gonna be toxic is wild.
That's why I said I'm a work in progress.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna like to hear it. But I know in the back of my head what you're saying is the right thing.
I feel like it depends on where y'all at in the relationship too. Like,
but we not in a relationship. We just vibing.
I think I did. You know what I'm saying? I did a little something like that to him. I did that to you when we were
so you
dating.
saying up here, no,
I didn't say it like that. That's
you
why
be fake busy too.
I did it all the time. Yeah, because you can't be too accessible, ladies. But I did it, but this is how I did it.
Okay,
and I don't know if maybe if this is a better approach. You guys can tell me. It worked on Reggie, but I don't know about everybody else. I was like, if you and I were out, if you saw me out with another guy at dinner, would you be upset? That's what I asked him. Yeah. Well, at this point we were dating for a couple months, and I was just like, and we were just kicking it. It wasn't like no serious vibe, like, oh, let's have a conversation. Yeah. We were like just kicking it, vibing, and I was like, yo, if you saw me out with somebody, would you be in your feelings? Like, would you be mad?
I would.
And he was like, yeah. He was like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
I like that approach. Ladies, write that one down.
Yeah.
Because then it helps you to think, like, maybe I should do a little something more if I want her to not be out with other people.
Right, and I also felt, and I didn't come back with, well, I mean, you better do something about it then. Like, I wasn't, it was just like, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, so you feel like, you know, you're not comfortable with me, like, dating anybody else and, like, being, and I'm assuming that that's the same for you. Like, this is it. And he was like, yeah, no, like, that's not, I'm not on that. And then I felt like it disarmed him and allowed him to give the clarity he was maybe comfortable giving, because we still didn't get into an official relationship after that. Mm-hmm. It was just like, we kind of know where this is heading. So my official question that I tell women to ask is, I think you should ask men, where do you see this going? As opposed to asking, what are we? What is this? Because I feel like that puts a stamp. I feel like when you ask a man, where do you see this going? It kind of allows him to kind of think about a future without having to put a title. And then you can see if he's even thinking about a future. Because if he's like, nah, I'm just vibing, we just kicking it. Right. Then that's a sign to you as a woman that, hey, maybe he doesn't really see much. And I feel like a man will say like, nah, like I'm feeling you. Like if he really likes you, he'll tell you that he sees potential for more. Correct? Is that a better approach?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I like that. I like that. That feels good in my spirit.
Yeah, for me.
All right, y'all, we know we're all survivors. I'm a survivor, you're a survivor, our grandmothers are survivors, our mamas are survivor. But what does your life look like when you move from surviving to thriving?
Exactly, because here's the thing. Staying in that cycle of survival for so long makes you miss out on the best parts of life that only come after you've learned how to thrive. The challenge, if you choose to accept it and understand it, is that the only way to get to the thriving part of this whole life thing is to learn how to change.
With this program, you'll get 7 tools that you can use that will take you from awareness all the way to advancement, so that you will have the skills and you'll be able to apply some of these tools and resources to start living the life you actually want.
It is absolutely time for you to not only take control of your life, but to start creating and designing a life that feels as good as it looks. Go now, hurry up. Go.
I like to be direct in any situation, as best as I possibly can.
Very direct. So direct.
I mean, I could be better in other aspects of my life, but when it came to you and I think the best, what the glue to our marriage and our union was more so the difficult conversations that we had, and like the direct, straightforward handling the situation early out the gate. You know what I mean? But we already had something established. Yeah. It wasn't like it was just two people who just met randomly. Yeah. I think the dope thing about us is that it was already a friendship there. Yeah. And all we did was just continue to build our cancer on a solid foundation.
Yeah, so that helps. That makes a difference. And sometimes I think that's where women get tripped up, where they meet a guy and we like a guy and we start planning our wedding.
Immediately.
We're oh my God, he's the one. I prayed for this. This is the best thing ever.
You put in your first name, his last name. Like, sis, it's only been 2 days.
Yeah, we definitely get, especially if they're like dope guys, y'all have conversation, and y'all like girls, like our feelings start moving fast. Like they start moving fast, and then that's why sometimes it seems like we just want so much clarity, is because we already planned our wedding. We already planned our future with you, and you talking about we vibing. That is that's problematic.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, I was gonna say that's also why. And here's the thing: like, I'm not the purity police in the sense of the word. Like, I'm really not. For those who know me off camera, they know me. Okay. Purity is not something that I'm focused on. However, for women, especially women who you get your feelings involved, keep your legs closed for a little bit longer. If you know you normally only last 2 weeks.
But some men say that don't matter. What do you guys
No,
say?
it's not about them. It's about her. And that her feelings are so invested. She wants to get married. She putting his last name up against hers. And you're fucking them.
I want to know.
And it's good. Sis,
but I want to know. I want to know a man's perspective. Does it matter if a girl waits a day or a month or a year? Does that influence how you treat her moving forward?
Same night vibes, like first time meeting. I ain't gonna lie. It's a thought in my head, like, I don't know how easy it is for other guys, but for me it's pretty easy. So now I'm thinking like that. But if the vibe is,
so that's easy. Huh? Like you meet somebody first date, you smash.
No, it's a thought in my head. But if say if it was like we had a great conversation and then the chemistry was just undeniable and then it just got romantic, sometimes that happens. But always in the back of my head, I'm thinking, man, I wonder how many guys crack this code. Like, I'm not that good.
So you ain't always
I'm not that. I don't think I'm that good. But if the chemistry and connection is there, it probably won't matter, especially if y'all on the same page as far as what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? Like either sexually or even like in a relationship or whatever, or a friendship or whatever. If y'all on the same page, then it don't matter, because they'll just keep building on top of that. So you can build something on top of that even after smashing the first night. You can probably build something.
Yeah, the likelihood is less.
No. It's just in the back of my mind. That's all I was saying.
Yeah. You're gonna think about it every once in a while. Every once in a while, you're gonna be in the kitchen like, dang.
It's early on, especially.
I'm not even. You know what? Just kind of echo what KP said, but just. I'm a little bit different.
Because you want that work in progress vibe.
No, not even for that. But it's more so if I'm dealing with somebody, if that's the vibe, that's just the vibe. If it's the first day, and like you said, like KP said, the chemistry's there, and we vibing, and that happened, I don't look at it like she's a Sean or anything like that. Nah, because imagine you dealing with a female and she have you wait, let's say, 4 months, and then it's trash. Like it's just trash, and it's kind of like you saving this. It's like, you know what I mean? Kind of like so. But by that time, you build a rapport.
What makes it trash?
I was just gonna ask that. What? Please, for the ladies in the back.
The vibes ain't right.
Because I feel like we don't hear that enough. It's trash. Because everybody thinks they have the best pussy, in the world. We got the wet, the wop. Everybody feels like, I got it, and it's whatever's between my legs. I could just woo and seduce any man. But
a lot of men say that it is trash. Please help the ladies understand. Now, I can't go into specific details from a woman's point of view, but I would love to hear y'all say it from a male's point of view of what makes it trash.
If it's dry,
the moisture.
Yeah, the moisture is like top tier.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's top tier.
Don't worry, ladies. We're gonna have another episode, a nutrition episode, that's gonna help you learn how to keep that thing doing what it need to do. But continue.
It ain't even more so on what's happening during. It is. Absolutely, it's when it's good when you finish and you look around and all the furniture is all mixed up.
Hey, that boy, wild boy. This a wild boy, huh?
And I mean, shit. We can have some real life testimonies, but it might be too much there. God, but
So you don't know pillow princesses.
Yeah, it's official when y'all done and you just look around. It's like, yo, the whole crib is messed up and pillows over here and. You a whole album into it, and then a whole nother album into it. And you like, damn, this where it's at. I need to stay here.
Okay, so no pillow princesses. Y'all write that down. They don't enjoy that.
That's ladies. Okay.
That's when you know it's official. I don't know, it ain't bad, but when you know it's official, like those are the tall tale signs.
Okay. Yeah. All right. What's up? We still waiting on answers.
Oh me, I just said the moisture. Dry. That's
definitely that. Definitely connection. It's probably more a lot with the connection too. Like it can't.
So nobody knows that you guys care about connection. Y'all care about that?
Yeah, I do.
Even if it's just somebody you vibing with, there still needs to be some sort of a connection to make the sex good.
Because we're always told that for you guys, it doesn't really matter if you're connected or not. You could just sleep with anything.
You could though.
As long as there's a physical attraction, or even it don't even have to be physical. As long as your dick is hard, it's like okay, I can do this. But you prefer a connection.
I mean,
that's what makes it good.
What makes it better.
Makes it memorable.
Okay.
And then I ain't gonna lie, that moisture thing, I used to think about it too. Some women, I don't know, I ain't no expert on women like that, women physiology or nothing. But I feel like some women probably can't get as moist, but I feel like,
Are you turned off if she uses products to assist her?
Nah.
Okay, all right.
But no, I feel like I've kind of like started thinking about maybe that has a lot to do with the man too, how he kind of stimulates.
Absolutely, it mostly has to do with the man.
If you warm her up versus if you think you're just gonna come in here and do it quickie, she's not warm yet, so she's not.
So I like that. So you're saying that you're taking accountability for maybe the lack of moisture as opposed to putting it all on her.
I've been doing that.
You.
No. Some stuff is trash. You can't get away from it. Some
no matter how much you warm it up.
Trash.
It's still cold.
So then, is it too? I want to know. Okay, mid. Oh God. Yeah. Okay, so then for our ladies, we really want to help them. So for women who maybe have issues with what is the best? Okay, I can't think of a politically correct way to say this, so y'all just brands don't cancel me. For women who have an issue with learning how to either ride or engage, and move their hips and things like that, and to actually like, okay, we fucking you back, like that type of an experience. Do you think like, okay, that attributes or adds to it or takes away, like, and not just being a pillow princess, but a girl who just literally can't like get in sync with you in terms of like she
doesn't have any skills.
Yeah.
I mean,
does that matter? Like, does her experience? Everyone's teachable.
Everyone's teachable. Okay.
But would you like do men still value like the virgin? Like, would you want like a virgin? Like, you would be like you feel like she's on a little bit of a pedestal. Like, if she's a virgin, like a 40-year-old virgin.
Where are they?
Ain't no
I would love it.
They're all underage, so they're
endangered. He said virgins are an endangered species. That's wow. Okay.
So then, but would you cheat on a virgin if you get with a virgin who, she's teachable, but it's gonna take her a little minute before she.
Nah.
So skill set to you guys doesn't really matter. It's more about connection, natural moisture, and like the vibes. I'm assuming before and after, as far as like how well you guys get along,
and if the furniture's moved around.
The skill set will matter because that'll definitely get you more into it. Especially I like a woman that's kind of aggressive, like kind of want to kind of push you down, like really like I like to get rolled. I ain't
like chain
Okay, he wants you to climb that tree. Okay, he climbs the tree, chop it down.
I like some initiation. So
initiation.
Yeah, I like a little bit of initiation.
That's a big one. We talk about that a lot.
I'm big on that.
I have learned in this relationship just how much men do want that.
Because it makes them feel wanted.
Yeah, and nobody really teaches women that.
Yeah, because they teach us not to initiate because it makes you a whore.
Yeah, so like a lot of times it's a very big mental block because we are not really, it's not really encouraged for us to initiate or seem like we want sex. Like prior to if you're married and like you're not living in sin sexually in a religious space. I grew up in a religious space, so sex was only okay if you were married. So prior to that, because I was having sex way before I was married, I just feel like it was not encouraged. So it's like you don't even realize when it is time for you to really be in that space how uncomfortable you are, because it's just shunned. Like it's just like you're not supposed to want sex. You're not supposed to initiate. You're not, because then that gives you like that Jezebel femme fatale. Like women who are like that are like seductress, like. It's looked down upon. Like that woman is a whore. That woman is a kind of woman that's going to take your man. She's a harlot. Yeah. So when you finally get into a space and you want to initiate, it actually can feel uncomfortable.
It feels very uncomfortable.
I mean, as long as there's a healthy tennis match, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, like it's cool to like initiate, and sometimes a dude just want to be like, yo, I need you to like take over, you know what I'm saying? Like make me feel wanted or whatever the case might be. As long as there's a healthy back and forth with it. And it also depends on where you at in that relationship.
True. Yeah. So you all want to feel wanted too.
Of course, for sure.
Okay. So then question, because we talk about what women normally hear, right? Yeah. So oftentimes women hear, and we're taught too, that you can't change a man. However, there are a lot of Spartans out there who try so hard and they think, well, you know, I'm different, my cooch different, my this, that, and the third is different.
Got that wop.
Yeah, you know, there are people who are, you know, now getting divorced who thought that because they had a wop that it meant that it was going to keep their man at home.
Not a shame.
I'm just saying.
That wasn't even a straight. What I'm
just saying.
Roll on.
So then, do you think it is actually possible for a man to change for a woman he truly wants? Why or why not?
No, absolutely. I think, well, for me, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I really think so. And just even having a conversation with my pops, and he expressed to me, you know, my dad got kids from a lot of different women, but he expressed to me how my mom was just a lot different from everybody else, and things that he wanted to change for her. And also for me, I experienced that as well.
Okay, he was just playing with them hoes. He was gonna get right back.
Now you know what? You know what? It sounds crazy, but man, dudes, man, I ain't gonna lie, and females as well. But I feel like males, it's not like they feel like, man, this chick is like, she's trash, I don't really want to deal with her. He likes her for a reason. There's something about her that he really likes.
You mean the side bitch or like the?
Oh man, sometimes everybody be your girlfriend. Yeah. like you know, at that time, like I said, I'm
is your girlfriend?
No, in a way like.
So
it's
you're
like,
somebody who's poly.
I was looking into that.
No. He said I was looking into that.
No, because you know that the side chick thing, it sounds so harsh.
So you're saying you guys care about
you
these
care
hoes.
about the side.
Care about these hoes? That what you
There was a time that yes.
Okay.
With my because
you gotta make sure if they're watching, they know.
He cares about loving,
cares
about
all of y'all. Listen to all the hoes and the ones who he actually likes.
You can all be his girlfriend.
No. See, I'm just saying. I'm speaking from past experience. Past experience. Right. I'm just saying that because there's something about that other woman.
Yes.
That you know that she may brings out a different side of you. You like something about her, but it may be something about this one here that it's something there too. Okay. But it's not so much like, man, I don't care about you at all. But there comes a line where you do have to.
Shit, get out.
But what? Okay, so what is it? What is the thing that's gonna separate one from the pack? Like if you're in a dating situation and you have multiple women and you're doing your thing and everybody's your girlfriend, what is the one that you're like, okay, I'm gonna this one. Pick this one. I'm gonna change and I'm gonna change my ways and I'm gonna settle down. I'm ready to commit to this one. What usually, and I know it can vary obviously, but what are usually some like things that can make you a front runner?
I would say a front runner if you want to be the Olympic champ.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Win the gold.
Win the gold medal.
Yeah.
Reggie said something earlier like just have somebody that can have those difficult conversations. And then also, man, somebody who, you know, for me, that's really a friend.
Yeah.
You know, and then you see like they want you to grow, and you can say something and they won't stay mad at you forever. Right. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's funny. For me, I'm talking about, you know, my Olympic goal.
Yeah. That's what we want.
Somebody that's funny, you know, and smart. Cause like with me, sometimes I have a speech problem.
Dummies.
Yeah, cause and somebody that can call you out. Garrett is not through? Is this through? Or you know what I mean? Like they correct you in certain ways.
But in a loving way, right?
In a loving way. We can laugh about it too.
Oh, okay.
So not condescending.
You're not condescending,
okay.
you know, when just somebody that's your friend. Like you're really
that's the homie.
That's the homie, you know, and you can trust them.
Yeah.
Like at least you come at me, you might tell me, whatever, I want to go out. Let's do something else after this, and let's do something else after this. And it might be like, man, hold on, but it's just like, you know, but they're gonna show up as them all the time. They don't hide how they feel. They're gonna talk to you about marriage. You know what I mean? Those kind of things. For me, I like that kind of stuff. Honestly, I love that.
So that's so interesting. What about you?
I agree with that. Definitely the transparency, being 100% you and not putting up a front. Also, just being understanding. That's big for me. Understanding is bringing peace, like being willing to bring peace and be peace for real.
And do you also bring that same level of peace?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did say you was peaceful. You said it.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. Ain't got receipts, y'all.
Someone like somebody who's gonna build you up though, for real. Like really, like.
Okay, so how you talk to people?
Really nurture,
Because there are some women who be talking to their men crazy, cussing them out and everything. So you really do want peace. Like don't be talking to you crazy.
Yeah, don't talk to me crazy. Don't be raising your voice, son. Just have a real conversation. But nurturing, like someone, you know, as a man, you know, we get more on the creative standpoint. So someone's gonna like provide the seed, and then they nurture that seed, whether it be an idea or whatever. But they nurture it, and they understand the overall goal of the unit, and they could also stand on their own too. So that type of independence too, like a lot of that really like is like that's a green light.
Okay, all right, the green lights.
I mean, I could just definitely piggyback on what my brothers right here just said. I mean, somebody that you can be fully transparent with, somebody that is emotionally intelligent, you know what I mean? Because even with that, a lot of guys struggle with that. You know, even with me, sometimes I just see things black and white, but it takes a strong woman to like bring the best out of you too. Yeah. Somebody you can build with, you know what I mean? You guys can fill each other's voids, and then boom, you guys become one, and you're growing and building something together. I think those are like the major components of like, you know, when you got something solid.
Okay, those are the green flag gold medals.
Somebody that really respects you, not just in your face, but behind your back.
That's important.
For me, that's number one. Like, and that's second to none, because there's no such thing as a little respect or a little disrespect or a big or a lot of disrespect. It's just disrespect is disrespect. Yeah. And when that person is gonna always hold your name and value behind your back, that's even more. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, somebody that's soft. Somebody that's soft.
Real soft. Like has a soft nature, so that okay. Because like if you're not gay and okay, that's your thing, do your thing. If you're not gay, you don't want to date a man. So you do want a woman who knows how to feel safe enough to be soft. So then we asked you guys what makes you guys the goal runners. Now Reggie, I'm not gonna ask you this because y'all already good. However, I would like to know, so then how do you show up for the one that you actually want? You told us who you are with those three, but now how do you show up for the one that like, yo, I want to be her gold medalist too?
Yeah, like what are some ways I like that, but let me clarify the question with like, what are some ways that a woman can tell that a man is like ready for more, he's ready to commit to you? Like what are some things that it's just like, this is what you're going to do now versus what you were doing before? So we can have some things to look for.
I guess really trying to make a change in behavior, I guess. Like
okay.
If you like a creature of habit, if you're willing to kind of like change the way you operate a little bit, just to kind of not change who you are, but like just kind of
like if you ask for more time, you'll start giving it.
Compromise.
Yeah,
compromising more. So y'all don't be compromising when you don't like them. If you don't like them, ain't no compromise.
No, it's just
is your way or the highway?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Not if you don't like them, but if it's like. Like,
that is a very good one.
That's a very good one.
Yeah, that's a really good. That's something that I don't think a lot of women realize is a sign that a man doesn't really like them.
It's not that you don't like them. It's like
you just don't see them going further.
You gotta love yourself. A man gonna love himself. So
first,
if a man gonna put more love in himself, he got. Let me see if I can get this out real clear. So a man gotta put more love in a woman than himself a little bit. Like he gotta kind of sacrifice some of that self-love.
Okay.
He don't got to, but this is my personal take. Like a man gotta put the woman just a little bit first,
I agree with that.
Not a little bit, a lot of it. A lot of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying?
We're in
like,
full agreement. Yes.
Compromising and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a big one. I don't, like I was saying, a lot of women don't even realize that when they're like, oh, he's stuck in his ways, or he inconveniences me, or he's so selfish, that is usually a sign that he
don't like you like that.
Really that into you.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
The things you learn. This is why we got to have conversations with men, ladies, and we can't just keep having conversations with only ourselves. Because we've been so enlightened. We know about us, but most of us weren't born males, so we don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if I could add on too,
of course,
what KP was saying, like for me, if I'm giving you my time, and like if I give you my real thoughts, because I like to joke a lot.
Okay.
So
if you only joking with
if I'm joking and just playing, I can still like you.
Right.
But when I start opening up my mind, I'm telling you what I'm reading, and then I'm letting you share with me what you're doing, so that way I can give you ideas. I'm building you up in those ways, and if I'm spending my money with you too, because.
So you're not just drinking on these hoes?
No. And we spend, my time is valuable, and like all of us, we're creatives.
Yeah.
So it's just like, if I'm giving you that time, I'm really rocking with you for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said just before, just a minute ago, just if I'm giving you my real thoughts, and I'm really trying to build into you. You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm trying to build you
vulnerable.
like that.
You're vulnerable
and open.
Yeah, I'm open. I'm talking to you about certain stuff. Yeah, we rocking and rolling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we rocking.
This is good.
Cause sometimes you hear like a female be like, oh, you won't buy me this, you won't buy me that, and I'm just kind of like, I'm trying to put you in a position where if you want to leave me, you're not stuck. I don't want you to feel like you're handicapped. So I want to build you to where cause I feel like that's what true love is anyway. When I know you got everything, like you know what I'm saying? Like if you got your money and I got my money and we both decide to stay, then I know we really rocking. Cause a lot of situations once a person gets their income up, if they out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I want you to be completely whole. And I'm gonna be completely whole.
So so we had this conversation. I don't know if it was on air or off air, but we've had a conversation where we talk a lot about where we talked about men typically choosing girls who are not as accomplished, or girls who are like this a millionaire will pick up. And not to say that there's anything wrong with these professions, but obviously there are levels to professions. So it'll be an educated man who is very successful, but he chooses a waitress. Or an educated man who's very successful, but he chooses a girl who is
a nanny.
Or like just something that is not as accomplished as he is. And not saying that a woman needs to be as accomplished, but what I hear you saying is that like you do want a woman who kind of has like her own stuff going on. And not to say if you're those things you don't, but you want like her to have like her own car. You want her to have like some money on her own. Like you actually want that. A woman, like you would prefer that? Or because I had a brother say to me the reason why he doesn't like women who are super accomplished and successful is because they don't have enough time for him, and he feels like he prefers his woman, their world to revolve around him. So he's like, when I've dated super successful women and entrepreneurs and those girls that do all the things, girl bosses, he's like, they don't pour into me the way that I need a woman. So when I have a girl who doesn't have as much going on in the professional world, I tend to get more of what I want.
Yeah,
don't lose your train of thought. For me personally, it's more so, I don't think your profession really has a lot to do with it. Your profession, it's more so who that person is. You know what I'm saying? I think you could be at any level in life, but regardless of the bag, regardless of the accolades and the titles, you still gotta look in the mirror and see who that person is. So if your partner sees that person and they can reciprocate certain things that you're missing or lacking, and vice versa, I think that's where you guys are a perfect match. You know what I mean? Where you guys balance each other out.
So the profession doesn't matter, or the money, how much money she has?
Personally, for me, I don't really think that matters too much. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that person, you got to bring the best out of each other.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, I don't think it's needed.
Okay.
But if something happens to me, you still need to steer that ship. So you still have to have the mentality to keep it going.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so now I understand better. So
You know
it's
what I
a
mean?
mental state that even if she
I
doesn't have her
100%
own,
agree
she
with
can
that.
manage your own,
Yeah.
and you know that you're leaving your legacy in good hands.
You need a
Yeah.
co-pilot.
Okay.
not a
Okay.
passenger for
Okay.
real.
A
because if
co-pilot,
something
not a
happened to me,
passenger.
Yeah.
Okay.
if I just say God forbid something has happened to Reg, I know Reg has a couple of properties, and just say for instance you don't know what to do with it. You might, I'm not saying you would, but you might sell the properties, take that money, and just go get a Ferrari
Live my
and
best
say,
life.
live your best life, and then everything is over.
Yeah.
And vice
Yeah.
versa with me, I got a few properties as well. That could be the same thing that could happen to me. So to be clear, you don't need to be a boss chick,
Yeah.
but you do need to be.
A co-pilot, not a passenger.
Yeah, you got. Yeah,
I love
love
that.
that.
Yeah.
That's
And I like a woman that knows how to pray. That's big for me. Like, that's
Pray.
yeah, a woman that knows how to pray and like believe in God. That's a non-negotiable for me.
Non-negotiable.
Yeah.
So even the hoes gotta know how to pray.
Yeah, no, but all that was back in the day. But they know how to pray too.
Hello, they pray for this.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I
Okay.
gotta agree with them boy. That's my
So, really quick, we just want to make sure that all this information, I can't even get out. We want to make sure that our audience can stay connected with you guys and get even more of your wonderful personalities, because I just knew this was going to be hilarious. And we want to know where we can stay connected with you guys, where everyone can stay in touch for, I don't know, because I don't know y'all statuses, but if you guys are single, that one is not single, so don't even
Don't go near
slide
his
nobody
DM.
in DMs. I'm crazy and I fight.
And I fight too for her. Listen,
But so the ladies can stay connected
to y'all too.
and so the brothers can stay connected too, because one of the things that I just love about you guys is just how well-rounded you guys are. Like, it's just so dope to see black men who can kind of like excel in so many areas of life. Like, you guys are all on a path to be better humans.
Yeah.
And that's just really rare to find, like, out of any group, to have multiple men that are like, oh no, I really want to be a better person. Like, I'm going to church. Like, I'm going to this. I'm going to the convention. I'm going to the conference. I'm reading these books. Like, it's just beautiful, and I love that. Like, that for me is my favorite part of you guys. Like, of course, all the other creative, wonderful things you do is amazing, but the fact that you guys are really like putting in the work to be better is just
Everything.
commendable.
Likewise.
So please, one at a time, please tell us where we can all stay connected with you.
I mean, you can catch me on IG, Reginald Bordeaux, that's my government. Follow the brand, Fly Supply CO.
You can catch me on IG, Social Capital with the K.LLC. Follow the brand as well.
Yeah, you can catch me, GB_King_FSC on Instagram and at Fly Supply CO.
Yeah.
And you can stay connected with me everywhere, all over at Alicia Reese. Y'all know it's spelled funky, ALECHIA. They knew I'd be unique. Last name Reese, REESE. And make sure you are visiting triggeredafevents.com. Not only do we post and list the events that we have coming up, but there's also a program on there if you are struggling with changing and with figuring out how you choose and create a life that feels as good as it looks. You need to go there. It is the 7 Agents of Change program, and it will change your life.
You can stay connected with me at the Danny Bordeaux. Bordeaux is BOURDEAU. Also go to triggeredafpodcast.com for the latest episodes, and go to datingwellaf.com for our booklet and our program for dating well. And as you see, we get all the information for real. So we
From the horse's mouth.
We do the research and the groundwork for you. So you are going to want this, take the quiz, do all the things, and go ahead and subscribe to our podcast everywhere podcasts are podcasting, and go on YouTube to subscribe as well. And leave us a little review.
Only
Let
if
us
it's good.
know, but only if it's good, 5 stars or more. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. We hope this was helpful. Share with your mama, share with your daddy, share with your hating ass friends. Bye.
Bye.
Appreciate it.